Okay, so this is going to be the very first episode in a new series I'm going to be doing called Supernatural Awareness. This entire series is actually going to be given homage to one guy, and his channel will be actually listed in the description below. If you cannot see it, I'll have a little annotation popping up right now in the bottom. He is actually the one who gave me the idea to make a series of episodes detailing supernatural and paranormal things, giving a little insight to people who could be going into this stuff and they might not be experienced. It's a good start for some people who are wanting to know a little bit more about these fields. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's go. Alright, so we all know the stories and usage behind Ouija boards, watching the movies and seeing countless videos online of amateuristic people using them and freaking out, continuously screaming, "I ain't moving this, are you?" Exactly. However, many people do not know the history and the true properties of a Ouija board. Today, however, we shall try to fix that. But before we begin, I want to point out that I myself have only really done this once at a party, and I can't speak through personal experiences because, well, the party was very lame, and my brain kind of mentally tried to prevent myself from reliving such levels of boredom. Alright, so let's get started. A Ouija board is also known as a spirit board or talking board. Traditionally, they are flat boards marked with all letters of the alphabet, the numbers 1 through 9, and the words yes, no, and on occasions, hello and goodbye, as well as several spiritual graphics. The boards also come with a small heart-shaped piece of wood or plastic called a planchette, which the participants place their fingers upon, and during the seance will begin to spell out words if a spirit is present. Now get this, the spirit boards were actually not well known until the late 1800s, when spiritualism began to rise in the United States. After becoming more and more popular, it began to go mainstream. And that's when a businessman named Eli Bond aired it commercially on July 1st, 1890. The board was said to be an innocent parlor game not related to the occult, until spiritualist Parlor Curran popularized it during World War I. Now the board has its critics as well, mainly the scientific community, who blame the board's sudden movements not on spiritual manipulation, but to physical behaviors. Subconscious movements on the participant's account causing a psychological phenomena called ideomotor effect. The Catholic Church is also highly against the use of Ouija boards, as it claims to be a cause of demonic attachments. Even the occult community is divided on the matter, with several urging inexperienced users to not dabble in such an art. Now this part is very important, so if you are thinking of going into using the Ouija board, please listen. Do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not under any circumstances destroy or burn a Ouija board. Now I know you're probably saying, well, these horror movies have already taught us that lesson. Well then good, you paid attention, but for the rest of you who did not listen the first time, and in a reverse quote of Shia LaBeouf, don't do it. Especially do not do such a thing during an actual seance, for it is believed that in doing so, you trap the spirit you are communicating with you. So if you end up talking to a demon and not a nice guy, do not get scared and burn the damn board, unless you want to have this thing following you all around into retirement. The best thing to do is try to finish the seance, essentially closing the portal the board has opened and keeping the spirit away. Anything sticks around, well, that's your fault. Better call a priest and prepare for some head-spinning exorcisms. Get it? I know a few of you got that. Smart little buggers.